I first want to ask about this. How will these ZeniMax assets help you with this latest Xbox launch, your Game Pass momentum, and xCloud?
Yeah, I mean, gamers love great games. You just mentioned we've got the Xbox consoles going on pre-order tomorrow for the next generation. Just last week, we added Game Pass cloud streaming so people can play this Game Pass library across all of their phones, the Android phones out there. And then obviously Game Pass, which is the largest game content subscription out there, 15 million subscribers and growing. So getting to work with ZeniMax to bring their amazing collection of games to Game Pass is just an incredible opportunity for us.
Now, financially, when will this be accretive? Are you making cuts to this company as you acquire it, or are you going to leave it alone?
Our plan is to leave it alone. I mean, ZeniMax has an amazing track record of building great games. Our goal is to make ZeniMax the best ZeniMax they can be, working individually with their studios on the great platform technology that we have, getting their creators' feedback into the things that we need to go build. That's just a critical flywheel for us innovating, is the feedback of the world's best creators on our platforms.
Tell me about the gaming ecosystems overall. Microsoft has spoken out against the way that Apple controls its App Store on those lines. But how is that really different from the percentage that console makers take on games on their platforms?
When you get large-scale general compute platforms like mobile phones, people should have access to the great content and services that are out there, and we remain committed to that. There are over 3 billion people who play video games today. Many of them play on phones, and we're committed to bringing Game Pass to all mobile phones out there, including Apple phones. We'll continue the conversations, and I'm sure we'll be able to get to some resolution.
Yeah, I'm not sure that gets to the core issue of how it's different, though. What is the core issue? I mean, 30% take? Is it how they're trying to command the way you do games in the cloud that also work through the App Store?
Our biggest issue isn't a financial issue. Our biggest issue is that cloud game streaming apps are actually not allowed in the way that Game Pass is built for other platforms. So for us, this is about gamers having great access to the content from the creators they love on the devices they own. Play the games that you want with the community that you want to play on the devices that you have. That's our goal.
So, Phil, on that note, then, how will this affect the launch of future games? I know that ZeniMax was developing one for PS5 exclusively. Does that stay intact, or is that going to change after this deal?
Yeah, the commitments we've already made with the gamers out there on the games that people know about, we will continue with those commitments. The thing this is really about is a huge investment in our Xbox community. They know that the great games coming from ZeniMax and all of those studios, we're now at over 23 studios inside of Xbox, those games will be able to come to the Xbox community. They'll come to Game Pass day and date, and people will have just an amazing collection of great games to continue to play on Xbox.
Xbox Series X launch. I think pre-orders open tomorrow morning. You're not going to have Halo Infinite for that. How has COVID affected game availability, and how's that going to affect your marketing and your expectations around the console launch?
You know, people, sheltering in place, work from home, we've seen incredible engagement in the gaming community over the last few months, and we're really proud of the way that gaming has been able to play such a pivotal role for people. But you're absolutely right. Games today are hundreds of people coming together to build these massive games. And it's important that we're conscious of the safety of our teams, and it does have an impact on production, and you're seeing some of that out there. But when we look at this launch and people's appetite for gaming right now, we're very bullish on how our pre-orders are going to go tomorrow. We have the most powerful console in the market. We have the most affordable console in the market. We've got things like Xbox All Access that allow people to join this next generation of gaming for $24.99 a month, no upfront cost. You get a console and Game Pass. In times like this, I think that accessibility of price point and offer is really, really important.